Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll start this drive going to the air. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got a man, it's Davidson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to throw for it. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Auburn lines up quickly. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, what a cut! He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
NotreDame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't... It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Got some room into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Caught over the middle. It's Bettis. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Auburn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation.
Get set.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Hebert. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking.
Turning it on! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
First down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands, it's Davidson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
He turns it loose to the left. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. The give. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. From the gun, running back on the move.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Grab near the sticks, it's Bettis. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking left. That should be the final play of the first half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have...
There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Hebert. Looking deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's open on the right. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to pass on 2nd down. He caught it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kansas is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here comes the Auburn offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. He leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now on first down from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone, helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Grab near the marker. It's Davidson. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Here comes the heat. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
35, NotreDame 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
To the air, it's Hebert. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Here he goes. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for the big play. He's got it for a big play. Off and running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
The offense changing the play. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep on the run. Finds a man by himself. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. see this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively.
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Slithers into space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Bring in the heat. Quarterback extends the play.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run, they stuff it for a loss. And on second down, expecting pass, they now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Here comes the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Hebert. He wants a big play here late. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got a chance. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Inside the touchdown Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Hebert. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Found the seam on the left. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it in the house, but they got him at the 24.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the egg.
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's